And a very welcome to. I am Liam Jarrett with the Aquarian.tv. We're going to be going over numerology of the planets and the angles. I found a connection there that I'm not sure if many others have. So stay tuned. Graphics sweeping in. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever see. But before one, the void of chaos, prima mater. And then in comes the light. And then they create. And then there was two. And they came together for three. 0 would be Pluto. Is it a planet? Is it a number? Is it not? It is. It's even. Eve. It's round. Whenever you see straight lines, there's like a phallic. There's one. Father. Fire. One. At one. Atom. Thomas means twin. Thomas in the Bible were the twins of Gemini. A means atheist, is like against, not a god. Atom means not two, but one. Pluto, 0 is a great regenerator. It's like a vortex. Imagine it's black. And it filters and it shoots it back in. The most outer planet we have. Now, 1, you guessed it, it rhymes with, here comes the sun, da 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 da. 1 is the sun. I have other planets that tell you about the sun, but it is our number 1 here, the hero. Helios, it's in us, our great solar plexus. And now we have 2. See the hoop, the crescent of the moon, number 2. The High Priestess card, you'll see her in between the 2 pillars with the moon at her feet. 3. Jupiter. And you wouldn't think, because his glyph is like this, and it looks like a 4 almost. And then Jupiter rhymes with 4. But no, he's 3. Why? Because the father, the mother, have the 3. Jupiter. Jupiter Zeus. Jupiter is number 3. A lucky number. Finishing up the Trinity. The Trinitarian Godhead, the top 3 on the Kabbalistic tree. On this level, which is in the midheaven. Above that is another video we'll get to. Number 4 is the tail of the dragon, which I didn't go into the nodes so much. That's the glyph for the north node and then the south node. Look like ovaries almost. But it's the movement, it's the knots or the nodes of the moon and its relationship to, which is around us, to the sun around us. And when they line up close enough is when we get our eclipses. And the tail is discrete stuff. And then the head of the dragon is always can't get enough of. So the moon can be, David Icke has some things about, we talked about the Saturn moon matrix. The moon's the closest one to us, Saturn the furthest away in the visible material realm, the black cube. And the moon is the satellite of it, I think. Anyways, 4 is the tail of the dragon. And then since we found the outer planets, We've given Uranus to this, the great disruptor, the tower breaker, the sideways rolling planet. 4, 2020 equal to 4. Tell me it wasn't like that. Tell me it wasn't. Right now. Sorry. Who was that? I let my 4 come out. 5, I'm a life path 5. That's the real stuff. And Mercury, the pioneer, 2021, baby. We're a pioneer. Lots of information going around. Is it real? Is it not real? Let's discern, be a good disciple, and hopefully self-discipline, something I have a hard time with. So that's why the pentacle in front of the magician is so prominent, reminding us of Mercury, Merlin, the magician, with his magic wand in his hand, pointing, saying, as above, so below. With the snake, perhaps the nodes wrapped around his belt, his emotions and his desires controlled. The snake also has to do with the Draco constellation, which is at the North Pole that goes around the center. And then the movement of our actual sun through the year. And in order to live, you have to kill something, which is fucked up. But it's true. Every time we eat, I don't want to talk about that. 6, making sexy sextiles is Venus. Rhymes with penis, but it's the female Venus is mostly associated, it is the feminine, is the planet. The 6-pointed black cube, I think, has a lot to do with Venus. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. 6 is a beautiful number. So 666. It's nothing, that's the cube. It's beautiful. It's lead. It's earth. We want to perfect the cube. Okay, now we have, which is us. 7. 7 heaven. It's ruled by the North Node in numerology. And the North Node it's more spiritual than the last one, and it's forward pointing, but it could also be like something you just can't get enough of. Ruled by Venus, it could be like delusional. 7s. You'd be chasing 7s at the casino all night and lose all your money and get too drunk. Or 7 could be a spiritual, beautiful Christ-type number. There's black and white to all of them. 8, the great regenerator, Saturn. Even though 8th October is Mars, but that's the lesser malefic planet. Here's a greater malefic. And those are old terms. They have good and bad to them. Saturn is a great master. He'll make you work for it, but then you appreciate what you get. Jupiter is just going to give you everything. Could kill you. Is that the greater beneficent planet then? 8. Saturn. 9. Mars. 9/11. Mars to the Twin Towers. These Kabbalists, dark Kabbalists use it. They use dark Freemasonry, dark Kabbalism. We already did the planets. And so then 10, what happens at 10? That's a completion. 10's a powerful number. It's a 1, the sun, plus Pluto. Pluto goes away, and so it's just the 1, the sun. 11 would be a master number, equals 2, but there's the Twin Towers. This is it would be feminine. It's also 11, Aquarius. 33 is the number of vertebrae in our spine, plus the 7 chakras that run up it, are 40 days and 40 nights that we have to traverse in the desert. Also relating to the Sephirah, which are 10 times each element. Yad-He, Vad-He is fire, earth, air, water. And so we have each tree will give us we have to do 4 times. So that's also our 40 days and our 40 nights. 2020 equal to 40 in some way. See how numerology works? And then we take that to the angles. So here's our chart. Say we have a planet here and a planet making a sextile. That's going to be a 60-degree angle, a sextile, a harmonious aspect. Why? Because it goes to 6, to Venus. So it's a very easy way to learn angles. A 45-degree angle. 4, 5 equals 9. 9 the number of Mars. 45-degree angles have the number of Mars. Now the opposition is 180 degrees, which equals 9, which is Mars, but it's not. It's actually Saturn. So we take away the 1 and we have the 8. So the 8's there, so I'm not upset about it. But the adversary, the opposite, the opposition, Saturn. And then we have a 120-degree angle. Well, that 1, 2 equals 3. 3 is Jupiter. A trine is a beautiful gift. Jupiter. And then we have semi-sex quadtiles, but those are the main ones. Oppositions, squares, trines, and sextiles. And that's the angles, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. And numerology of the planets.